please welcome Skafos.
Hello. So thanks for the setup. It took a little bit of time to get that done. And thanks for laughing at my jokes. I don't get that very often, so that's good. So I'm Michael Prichard. This is West Cope. We live in the suburb of Boston called Charlottesville, Virginia. It happened to be up here.
In South Carolina.
In South Carolina, I'm sorry. We're 17 people, part remote. So what we're going to talk about is a product that we have recently released as of this week that's built on top of our core product. That is a machine learning deployment platform, which I can get into a little bit later. From backgrounds, both of us come from mobile background, mobile engineering backgrounds. I got into mobile in February 2008, started a company that was a mobile app development company, much like John's, I just met back there. You guys should talk to him if you need mobile apps. And Cape, yes, sorry. Built that to about 200 people, and then I decided to exit and go start a machine learning platform. Talk about your background again. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, and yeah, long story short, and I don't know if I should say this, I've been thinking about it. I almost feel that mobile's like the mob. You try to get out and pull you back in. So I keep getting calls about, hey, we have some problems about delivering, first of all, what to do with AI on mobile, and two, how to deliver it. And so we built Skafos, which is a platform that will meet you in any part of your journey and help you actually build AI apps. And what we're going to do today is actually build a poison ivy app because I am allergic to poison ivy.
I think most people are. And we're also going to design this in a way that even a CEO could build an app.
You're talking about me.
So basically, if any of you do any mobile development, it's a love-hate relationship that we have with Xcode. We love to hate it, and we love to complain about it, but if anyone else does, it's kind of like your mom or your dad, we get real mad at you for it. Because it's only the best. It's not the best to us, it's the best to everyone else. He's using a really cool app right now called Reflector. I don't know if you guys have this. This is pretty cool. It uses AirPlay to show the screen of your phone on any device that can take AirPlay. It's pretty crucial for doing stuff like this, or also for doing demos.
I'm actually building and putting the app on my phone.
Yeah, he's running the app right now. You can go to github.com/Skafos, and we have some example applications there that you can look at. You can go to Skafos.ai, documentation. We worked really hard on this framework to make it as unobtrusive as possible, reduce as much friction. We went from originally having about 12 lines of code to integrate a core ML or a downloaded model into your application to 2, and still keep the integrity of the framework and make it very smart and very safe for you to download. He's running the app right now. This is the image classifier, and we've got Buddy and Holly over here.
So just so you guys know, comes from an example app off our site. You can get this up and running in literally 10 minutes. But what it is, it's trained on dogs and cats. And so I could bring a dog and a cat, so we did. So we're going to see if this can recognize it as a dog or a cat. Anyone want to hold our dog? By the way, we're looking for a name for the dog, so if you guys can think of one, it will forever be christened whatever you name it. Oh. All right, you can hold that way. That's cool.
She named it O.
All right, so if this is right, it should do what? Should call it a dog. It's 100% dog. That's what 1.00 means. All right, but I'm not allergic to dogs or cats, which technically is not true because I am. But for this demo, I am not. So what we're going to do is we're going.
And by the way, we're using all native stuff. There's nothing here other than our static library that we dropped in. Whether you want to use Carthage or Pod or download it and just throw it in there yourself, there's nothing. There's no other libraries that are doing anything for us here.
And so what we're doing, if you go to the Skafos dashboard, projects are set up. I opened a thing called Jupyter Lab, which is sort of an IDE, gives you access to the code. I'll take it. Here, take this. Hold that. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a poison ivy finder, and to do that, I have to switch out data and then retrain the model. And one of the great things about Skafos is that we can hot deploy those models to your phone. So all your users, or basically you need to send them an updated model, we will hot deploy it in the background. They don't have to take it out of their pockets, they have to do anything. It'll actually do it all over the world. Given that this is like a cooking show, and I don't have time to wait 20 minutes, I only have 5 seconds to do this, I'm going to deploy an already trained poison ivy model. So give me a second. My alarm's going off. Here we go. Oops. That was the wrong one.
Do they play you off like the Oscars? Or
Yeah.
another 10 seconds. Oh, yeah.
I spent too much time talking, which is the story of my life. Sorry, I forgot to comment out the right model. All right. So what it's doing right now is compressing the models. We manage the compression and decompression across the apps. As soon as that's done, I'm going to go ahead and save the model, which is going to update it on this phone. And if that works, I have a picture of poison ivy. I didn't actually bring any, but it should identify it.
I think they allow it in the airplane.
Huh?
I think they allow it.
No, they don't allow it. Fine. So I have one question while it's saving. Here we go. This is live, by the way. This is not a party trick. And by the way, this is actually sitting here. There's nothing connected to it. I want to show you guys.
What you're seeing down here, this is, if any of you work with Xcode, when you're in debug mode, the framework knows you're in debug mode, so it's going to print out some magic stuff for you. It's going to let you know. And depending on Apple, as wonderful and as amazing as they are, the mothership will bless us with a development push notification in a timely manner so that we can download the image classification. But we are using standard tech, which is using Apple's push notifications. The framework itself will do its best that it can to download in the background in a super limited amount of time that it has. But I've never seen a machine learning model that was less than a lot. So it will start to download, and it does it in increments, and then it will see where it left off, and it's smart enough to know where it picked up. So if your app's in your back pocket, it'll do what it can. When you turn the app back on, it will continue to work. If your user is working the application,
All right.
yeah.
This should find it as poison ivy now, because that's what we've made it. So this guy's Eastern poison oak, which I know doesn't make any sense, but it's all the model knows right now. I used to know dog and cat, now it knows poison ivy. So let's go ahead and find a poison ivy thing. Oops, you guys see it? So now it's a poison ivy. Yeah. That's it, that's our demo.
that's it.
I'll just hot swap it.
The dog was closer to being poison ivy than the
Right?
The dog was,
Machine learning, everybody.
Yeah, so, and like I said, the framework in a matter of 2 lines of code. Now, one question I get a lot is, what happens if the model that I just built fails? Well, the framework will know, and it will ridicule you through some email or another notification to the platform. It will let you know, but it will not allow it to run the broken model. It will revert back to a previous model, and it does not remove the previous model until it is sure that yours works, the new one works. And it's also version controlled.
So we got 2 minutes for questions. Go. And we're also hanging out back there, so definitely come see us. Oh, and try it for free.
Skafos.ai.
Let's go. And
So don't tell anybody else on the team that we just told everyone to try it
Yeah.
for free.
and I got rid of the mugshot pictures and put on this picture. So okay.
Questions? Comments? Concerns?
Excitement.
So on that Jupyter notebook, are you guys actually, you're running just a Jupyter notebook and it's going, the model's getting saved straight into the device afterwards?
So he asked if we were running Jupyter Notebooks and it was getting saved directly onto the device. No, what actually happens is we're running an instance of a Jupyter Notebook that is isolated to you in a sandbox environment. We have a very smart little data engine in the back called ARC who takes your saved, and it's also smart, knows whether to compress and compile it, and it stores it into our storage system. And then our storage system is notified and it goes on to be pushed out from there so that we can actually stream the download instead of just trying to shove 500 megs onto the phone.
Do you think it's version control for the different models?
Right, so if you scroll back to Xcode real fast, open up the code.
I can show it right here in the JSON thing that came out.
That's not. Here to. So this Skafos, though we're using the default, because it defaults to your latest, so whatever your latest is. Just like if you've ever used anything on a computer, there's an alias over to the latest version. You can also pass in version 1, version 2, a tag name. There's several different options that you can pass into it. The reason for that is that if you write an app that's 1.0 and it runs on this 1.0 model, And then you get another app that's 2.0 that can't use the 1.0 model. Now that one uses the 2.0 model. You can now do both. And yes, we can also deliver multiple models to your device as well, or assets attached to it.
Actually, could you guys explain, so I know this answer, but I don't know if anybody who's not technical in the audience would understand, like why it's so unbelievable it's on the phone, because what would happen if you're trying to run it right off the cloud, right?
Right, so if you're on an airplane, it just won't work, for example. Another one is that we did try some, we actually wrote an app that was a movie recommender, and it ran all on our platform, it was trained on our platform, and they called it an API, and it just seemed kind of slow, laggy. And if anybody knows anything about, especially iOS does, which was what I primarily was, I did some Android, you know we're super anal about dealing with the UI shutter or any kind of weird hiccups in the UI or something slows down, we get really upset about it, like really upset, and we just one-star everybody we can find. So I didn't want that to happen. So when we started putting the models on the phone, we realized it was a whole lot faster. So if we can get the model onto your phone, it's not making a web request out, but you're not taking a snapshot of the image of poison ivy, sending it to the cloud, hoping to God that you're somewhere on a queue or your network isn't lagged, it's trained up, it looks at this, builds a response back, and then sends it back to you. It's happening on your device using the processor and the power that Apple has graciously given us to do this.
I think we're out of time.
Thank you.
All right.